Once upon a time, in a quiet town surrounded by forests and rivers, there lived a 23-year-old boy named Arav. Arav was intelligent, hard-working, and full of dreams, but there was one problem. His mind was never at rest. From the moment he woke up to the moment he fell asleep, his thoughts never stopped. He thought about his past mistakes, he worried about his future, he compared himself to others, he feared failure, he doubted his own abilities. His mind was like a crowded marketplace, noisy, chaotic, and overwhelming. Even when he sat in silence, there was no silence inside him. Because of this, Arav felt tired all the time. He couldn't focus on his work. He stopped enjoying life, and slowly he began to lose confidence in himself. One evening, while sitting alone near the river, Arav met an old traveler. The old man had a calm face, bright eyes, and a peaceful smile. He looked different, as if nothing in the world could disturb him. Arav felt curious. He walked up to the old man and said, "Sir, can I ask you something?" The old man smiled and nodded. Arav said, "My mind is always full. Thoughts never stop. I try to control them, but I fail every time. I feel restless, tired, and lost. Please tell me, how can I find peace?" The old man looked at him quietly for a few seconds. Then he said, "If you truly want peace, come meet me tomorrow morning near this river." Arav agreed. The next morning, before sunrise, Arav reached the river. The air was fresh, birds were chirping, the world felt calm. The old man was already there, sitting beside a small wooden table. On the table there was a cup and a kettle filled with tea. The old man gestured Arav to sit. He picked up the cup and started pouring tea into it. The cup slowly filled. Then it became full, but the old man didn't stop. He kept pouring. The tea started overflowing, spilling onto the table, then onto the ground. Arav quickly said, "Stop! The cup is already full. It can't hold any more." The old man finally stopped and looked at Arav with a gentle smile. He said, "Exactly." Arav looked confused. The old man continued, "Your mind is just like this cup. It is already full of worries, fears, past memories, and endless thoughts. No matter how much wisdom, peace, or happiness you try to add, it will simply overflow." Arav remained silent. The old man leaned closer and said softly, "If you truly want peace, you must first learn to empty your mind." The lesson begins. Arav asked, "But how can I empty my mind? Thoughts come on their own. I cannot stop them." The old man smiled. "Come with me," he said. They walked into the forest nearby. After a few minutes, they reached a quiet place where a small stream was flowing. The old man pointed at the water and said, "Sit here, close your eyes, and just watch your thoughts." Arav was confused, but he followed the instructions. He closed his eyes. At first, his mind became even more chaotic. Thoughts rushed in faster than before. "What am I doing here? This is a waste of time. I have so much work. What if this doesn't work?" But the old man's voice came gently. "Don't fight your thoughts. Don't stop them. Just watch them, like clouds passing in the sky." Arav tried. Slowly, he stopped reacting. He didn't chase thoughts. He didn't judge them. He simply observed. Minutes passed. Then something strange happened. The thoughts began to slow down. The noise inside his head started fading. For the first time in a long time, there was a small moment of silence. A new understanding. After some time, Arav opened his eyes. He looked different, calmer, lighter. He said softly, "I felt something, a little peace, but it disappeared quickly." The old man nodded. "That's how it begins. Peace is not something you force. It appears when you stop filling your mind unnecessarily." Arav asked, "So should I stop thinking completely?" The old man laughed gently. "No, thinking is natural, but overthinking is suffering." He continued, "Your mind is like a tool. If you use it wisely, it helps you. But if you let it run without control, it becomes your master." The second lesson. The old man picked up a stick and drew a circle on the ground. Inside the circle, he wrote past, future. Then outside the circle, he wrote present. He looked at Arav and said, "Most people live inside this circle, trapped between past regrets and future worries." He then pointed outside the circle and said, "But peace exists here, in the present moment." Arav listened carefully. The old man continued, "When your mind is empty of unnecessary thoughts, you automatically come into the present moment, and in the present there is no fear, no regret, no anxiety." Arav's practice. For the next few days, Arav stayed with the old man. Every morning he practiced sitting quietly by the river. He watched his thoughts. He learned to let them go. At first, it was difficult. Sometimes his mind became restless again. Sometimes he felt impatient. But slowly, day by day, things began to change. His thoughts reduced. His mind became clearer. He started noticing small things, the sound of birds, the flow of water, the feeling of the breeze, things he had ignored his entire life. For the first time, Arav felt alive. The final lesson. One evening, as the sun was setting, Arav asked, "Master, will my mind ever become completely empty?" The old man smiled and said, "It's not about making your mind empty forever. It's about knowing that you are not your thoughts." He paused and continued, "Thoughts will come and go, but you don't have to carry all of them." He picked up a leaf from the ground and dropped it into the flowing stream. "See this leaf? It doesn't fight the water. It simply flows." He looked at Arav and said, "Let your thoughts flow like this. Let go of the past. Stop worrying about the future, and bring your attention to the present. Because a peaceful life doesn't come from having less problems. It comes from a calm mind."